Test, 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 test. Champion. Do 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 do.
All right. This is just a few of the girls for like the streets reporting the start finish area. After this race is over, we'll do the national anthem, and then we will begin the running finals with the 4x1. In the first call for the 4x1, boys and girls, please make sure you get your hit numbers. First call 4x1 relay.
Like sandwich right now?
Nothing yet. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
Like I said, think about it.
And all 4x8 should be at the start finish line. 4x1 should be checking in, getting their hit numbers. 13 meter on it. We can begin getting hit numbers as well. We can get a few seconds and begin getting hit numbers. 3200 meter runs. We run the girls and boys separately.
All right.
But all of it together.
We have on at least this to start.
I just plugged it in. I need to get a thing to put the Starlink up, but we're good. It's
Starlink, we're good. The stream is on. If I talk, we're good.
Yeah. Mike's actually on right now.
All right. This is Chris Quick here from Palatine Pack Timing and Pack Media. Welcome to the live stream for the Naperville North Gus Scott Invite. We're excited to be here tonight. Incredible night of competition here ahead of us as we, move into a modified meet here. We have impending thunderstorms coming from the west, maybe in the 8 o'clock hour. So the meet has been accelerated. We're still we're actually going to pause here. The Star Spangled Banner is going to play.
First, as you may have noticed, due to this construction,
All right. Hello. We are back. We just had the national anthem here and nice dedication to educator Gus Scott, who this meet is named after. So we are going to begin tonight with the 4x800 meter relay. As you're going to see here on the track in a second, it is combined tonight. Boys and girls will run together. Everything is being kind of run together tonight because the storms are incoming. We'll do our best to cover as much of this race as possible, but there's going to be radically different speeds here between the men and the women. See them coming now in the backstretch cam. That looks like Jacob's out in front in the men's race. Just behind them, you'll be able to see Naperville North girls, who long tradition in this event, locked up with the Wheaton South girls, also a long tradition in this event. Catch them here as they come through the straightaway. We're still moving our other cameras into action tonight. The men coming through.
4x800 meter relay. 4x800 meter relay is on the track. On the boys' side, meet record for the 4x8 was set by New Trier in 2014 with a time of 7:54.64. On the girls' side, the 4x800-meter relay.
So we move now to the backstretch of this leadoff leg. Kind of hold it here in the middle so we can get girls and boys. Not a normal thing to do to combine these races, but again, we definitely are expecting thunderstorms in the 8 or 9 o'clock hour. You can see them here at the 200-meter mark. Still Jacobs leading in the men's race. We'll pause over on that camera to make sure we can see the front end of this girls' race. It looks like Naperville North, Wheaton South, and Jacobs in the women's race as well. Wheaton South there, coached by my good friend, Rob Harvey. Shout out, Rob. State champion for my father in this event, and also coached the state record holders of Wheaton-Warrenville South to sub 9-minute clocking in the state final. As you can see, our first exchanges here right around 204, 205. It may have been Bennett on the outside. We'll keep this view here. You can see the exchanges for the men and the women. Sorry, we have everything very spread out here. We're just gonna leave it on this this main finish camera. Real tough. I can do some audio here, but there's boys and girls teams all over the place. We do have Jacobs in the lead here in the men's race down the backstretch. That may be them over the hosts. I'm not sure if that's Naperville North in second. We'll get a little bit better view when we come around. The boys will be coming on, as you'll see in a second, to take the second exchange. We're getting a good move here. That may be Wheaton South's boys, actually, now in the pass for first. You see. That could be St. Charles East as well. Hard to tell the uniforms. That's the Saints. That's St. Charles East. Chris Bosworth's crew. One of the best distance coaches in the state. Going against, Algonquin Jacobs, another one of the best coaches in the state in the 4x8, and Kevin Christian. Both have coached some really incredible half-milers. Very close race here in the men. We'll have our first women now are at 100 meters to go, so we will catch them coming for the second exchange in just a moment. This looks like it's Wheaton-Warrenville South to the lead over Naperville North, but a spirited race, just as in the men. Here come our women to the exchange. Solid time here. They're going to be at 4:50, so they're going to be on about 9:45, 9:50 pace. Pretty good considering where the wind is at. That's Naperville North coming out of that exchange now in the lead. You can go a little further back. This may be Bennett third here. As you see the top men, great group of three, lapping here now the women. Very close, though, through 5 laps of this men's race. St. Charles North, Jacobs, and I believe that may be the Bennett boys. It's a red and white and black, so not sure at the moment. Now we have St. Charles into the lead on the backstretch. You can see them go down the backstretch here in this third leg. Catch the men's leaders. There's where the men's lead is now at 200 meters to go. It's lengthening out a little bit now as St. Charles takes command. Our women's leaders are now coming through the 5-lap mark. Our men will be handing off here, so we'll keep it here on this camera view for the men handing off to the anchor legs. We got about a 15-meter lead here, though, for the women over Naperville North over Wheaton South. St. Charles has opened this thing up. They're going to take this final exchange at 6:20. And we'll see what Jacobs has here. Jacobs is in second at that exchange. Switch to the backstretch a little bit. You can see Jacobs now coming onto the backstretch. About a 25-meter lead, St. Charles, maybe a little less. Looks like a hard charging. I'm guessing this is Bennett in third. As they come through the 200 meters, there's 600 meters to go in this leg. See, is now spread out just a bit. Our women will now be coming through here to hand off. We'll keep it here for a little bit for the women's exchanges. The women, it's Naperville North, a really healthy lead now going to the anchors. Solid time so far, 7:19, 7:20. Distance time's probably going to be muted tonight. It's a very windy day. Big winds out of the south. There's Wheaton South taking the second baton there. And now Jacobs women will be third at the final exchange. Our men now, let's see. Sorry, the races are all over. There's a lot of race going on here. We're just going to stay on the main finish line now. The men, this race is hotting up. At 200 meters to go, you can see that looks like it may be Bennett, like right to the lead there. St. Charles has been caught from behind, now in third. Jacobs in second, trying to make this a race. We can catch this final 100 meters here. Spirited race. That may be, not sure who this is. We'll check these results. It's Jacobs trying to come from behind here. And it looks like it's going to be, it's Jacobs second. I believe that was Bennett Academy in the first there. Still waiting on our results. It's going to be a little bit weird with results here with the races being combined. They may not all show exactly here. Our women now, our leader, Naperville North, has about 150 meters to go. Going to be a solid time here. 9:40 mid to high. You can see her coming down the front straightaway. Battling that south wind into the finish here tonight. It looks like it's going to be 9:40 high. 9:49, 9:50.
Zone 1 is ready. Zone 2.
Getting lined up here for the first and only heat of the 4x100 for the women.
We're ready.
Only 8 teams here tonight, 8-lane tracks. That makes things real nice. Gun is up. Looks like Jacob's on the outside there. I'm going to come show you the first exchange. We'll get a better view here. Looks like Wheaton South, and then 2 there inside in 4. Not sure who that, if that may be Carey in 4. It looks like Carey to the first exchange with a nice lead and a nice exchange. You see them come flash through this final exchange. That's looks to be Carey Grove in good order and with a nice lead. She's getting caught. It's going to be close here at the end. That went to lane 5. Let's see who that is. That looked to be St. Charles East in 5. Great anchor leg there. 48.86. Carey Grove second in 49.20. Wheaton South third in 49.69. Boys 4x100 will be up next.
FB 54280. A Nissan Rover Lorana.
The all clear all around. Favorites here will be Naperville North, the hosts, going in 5. Wheaton South to their inside. Carey Grove in 6 to their outside. Favorites in the middle of the track tonight. And we're off. There's our first exchange. Looks to be Naperville North in the middle. A lot of a bobble there, though. That's outside lane. That might be 8. Looks like Bennett with a good jump. Now Naperville North. Oh, no, we've had a pull-up in this. Oh, no, not good in lane 4. That might have been Wheaton South. Wheaton South, middle, second leg pulling up. This looks like Naperville North. The hosts with the decided win, 42 high, 43 low there. $42.63 for Naperville North. St. Charles East second in $43.99. Jacobs third, $44.44. It's going to be Wheaton South with a DNF there. Did not look good. They were running well in the middle of the track in four. Had their second athlete pull up there, so hopefully he's okay, but they were not able to complete that exchange. Up next, we are going to have the combined A, B, and C divisions of the girls' 3,200 meters. And we're off on our start here.
The meet record for the 3,200 meter was set in 2004.
That's Lennox Sismonic Jacobs. One of the great stories in the state this year has been the emergence of Sismonic as a force in distance running. She's run 451 indoors as a freshman. She is, I think she's run 1030. She was 10th in the state cross country meet, but this is her style. She likes to get after it. And you'll see that from the jump here tonight. She has already established a significant gap on this field. Very aggressive first 400 meters. You'll see it on the clock here as she goes by. Going to be on right on 5-minute pace, under 5-minute pace, 73 seconds. Ooh, chase pack comes through in 80. So, you know, solid pace. Some good girls in there. This has been the story with Sismonic. There's not a lot of people that are willing to go with her, especially on a windy day like this from the gun. She doesn't lack for courage, to say the least. You can see the lead she's established now, 500 meters into this race. Yeah, you go get yours. You see the rest of the field trailing behind her. This has become her hallmark style of race, which is very interesting to watch. She's a very hard-charging young athlete. She'll be tested next week at Distance Night in Palatine. My meet Sorry, some technical glitches, but there's Sismonic continuing to lead. Again, what an aggressive pace on a really blustery day out here. She is scorching. She's going to be on about 5:10 pace here at the mile. You can see 3:52 through the 1200. We'll leave it here a little bit so that we can grab this chase pack. There's a nice group of 5 girls here. They're also running a pretty solid pace. But nowhere near where Sismonic is. They're through in about 4:12, 4:13. Nice group of 5. We'll catch the rest of the race trailing. Going to be sure now to catch Sismonic here at the mile. She continues to run a very aggressive pace. My guess was 5:10, and I think that's not going to be far off. Again, I really enjoy her as an athlete. She's tailing off a little bit. This is 5:13, so that was a little bit of a slower pace there. But we're talking we were out in 73 seconds here, so come back to earth a little bit. But it's a freshman through in 5:13. We're going to catch the rest of our girls. This chase pack has broken up now. That's Sarah Luo of Bennett, I think, here coming in through in second. She's right around 5:40. She's there with Shania Tandone, Alex Santoyo from Cary Grove. All they're kind of like bunched up. And we can pivot now to Sismonic on the backstretch. Commanding lead, about 100 meters. So they have made some progress toward her, but you can still see the second place now getting pretty close to the front of that orange zone. And we'll pivot back to Sismonic in the front stretch. She'll take 3 to go, roughly 6:36, I'm guessing here. 6:36, 6:37. Nice time. We'll see if she can be under 10:40. Be a very impressive time today. Pull this back a second. We can see that Sarah Luo of Bennett in second. And looks like Santoyo of Cary Grove in third, followed by Tandone of Naperville North. So the host, that rounds out your top 4. See them, whereas Sismonic powers down the backstretch. She's going to have 1,000 meters to go when she hits, this line over here. So we'll roughly see with a K to go. She's going to be 7:18. Catch a couple kinds of nice battle between Luo trying to stay out in front of Santoyo here on the backstretch, if you can see. And you'll see Sismonic coming through now on the front stretch. Tandone back there in fourth, trying to kind of wake up a little bit and go back after Santoyo. And Sismonic is slowed down quite a bit. This is a 2:40 half. It's 8 minutes, 8:01. She's got a half mile to go, so if she can move a little bit, she will break 10:40. See if she has a little bit of a revival here now that she can smell the finish. If she comes through the top of the backstretch. And we'll switch to main cam. You can see her now powering down the backstretch. Sismonic. We shall see here. We'll see if she's able to make any moves here. She's decidedly slowed down. This is an 80, going to be almost an 85-second lap. She was, so it is hot out here today for distance runners, and it's definitely windy. No shocker to see this whole field kind of tail off after a fast early pace. You see Sismonic now come to the backstretch on this final lap. We'll follow her now the rest of the way in. She was 9:27 at a lap to go. Trying to hustle here. We do have a tough win from the south, so the finishing stretch is the hardest stretch of anyone's race today. Those quarter milers will certainly feel it later. See her now rounding into the straightaway. Looking like probably 10:40 low, but she's closing pretty quick. Let's see her finish here. It's going to be 10:46. So tough second mile there. But when you're out in 5:10, that's to be expected for a freshman in high school. That's a heck of a time. Still waiting on her finish time. Look like 11:46. $10:46.49 there for Sismonic. It's Tandone finishing there in 11:41. We have our own style. But it's now we're doing it for real. I never knew that. So that's okay. As our finishers continue to come in here, Sismonic first in 10:46.49. Sarah Luo second, 11:26.36. Alex Santoyo, 11:37.66. Shania Tandone, 11:42.82. And then Catherine Heap of Wabansi Valley rounds out our top five in 11:47.07. Still waiting on a few finishers here. Maybe, yeah, there's a couple still out here. So leave it on the finish line cam. You can see people finishing. Jumping on the track now for the boys 3,200 meter run. Combined sections here. All A flight, B flight, and C flights running together to minimize the time. So you will see a little bit of a lag in the live results as those get reported individually.
The 3,200 meter record for men here at the Gus Scott.
Top seed in the A flight is Aiden Milana of Naperville North with a 957.16 personal best. But really the top runner here is Jamison Tenapier. He's got a lifetime personal best of 919. Has only run this once. Yeah, real strong athlete. Going to St. Louis next year on scholarship as a runner. All-state athlete in numerous events in his career. And you see him stalking the early pace here. Fairly conservative pace for these guys. Out in 75, so right around 10-minute pace here. So not a blistering pace by any means. See them come by the scoreboard here. Maybe St. Charles East out in front. Try to figure out who that is. A lot of orange teams in here, and there's Tenapier opening it up. Big move by Tenapier on the backstretch. Either wanted to move it up or he ran right by his coach. Sometimes. Got one athlete making the jump there. Try to figure out who that is. You can see Tenapier all of a sudden has opened this wide open. And the decision point was reached, and we had one athlete go with him, make that jump. Try to get a better read from the box who this is. Really can see the wind humming now. That maybe Milana, not sure. Yeah, that's Liam Meyer that made that jump with Tenapier, but then Tenapier slowed it right back down. As soon as he got out in the lead, he realized how windy it is out here and decided to lay back off. So now Milana to the lead over Tenapier, and now the chase pack is coming right back into contact. So there's a really aggressive move at first by Tenapier, and now he lets Milana pull it along a little bit. You see the field streaming through at the K. Still right around 5-minute pace, 10-minute 2-mile pace. So they'll be coming back into our front stretch camera here. It was only 2:28 at the half, and now it has slowed down again. Now we have a group of 5, soon to be 6. As you can see, they've regrouped together as Tenopir tucked right back in. Conservative pace, 347, 348. A lot of these guys, actually, isn't that far off their personal best pace, but not so for Tenopir. He's been a really great athlete for Cary Grove for some time. He's 413, I believe, is his personal best in the 1600. He's run 153, 154 in the 800. Kind of a fun story going on here this year with the Tenopir brothers. There's 2 younger brothers on the Cary team this year, a sophomore and a freshman. So the one year that the Tenopir family has all 3 of their boys running together, if you're watching throughout the year, there's going to be definitely some 4x4s with the Tenopir boys involved. Younger brother Ty, very fast. Has already run 51 seconds outdoors as a freshman. Anchored there the Cary junior high, middle school team, I think junior high, to a state championship in the 4x4 last year, and an incredible come-from-behind win. A 52-second leg in 8th grade. So a lot of fun. Very explosive family, doing a lot of sports at Cary Grove. Football, basketball, cross-country, track.
This is for the 100-meter dash. The final call for the 100-meter dash. Also,
Their dad, Kurt, is an administrator in District 211, where I work. Very connected here.
You can see Coach Arthur's.
So we'll expect some level of a break here, but not a lot of incentive to do so today with the wind the way it is for a 2-mile. Now we see Milana and Tenopir breaking away again. You see the group stretch out and see who wants to get on this move.
100 hurdlers, please report at this time.
Tenopir still continues to sit this. This looks like, just a kind of race where he may be content to sit and try to kick for this win.
First call, 800-meter run. Check in, please, at the New Balance tent.
Like our Fenway Park foul pole here in the straightaway, because we were inside the booth here today. And now we still have 6 in contention. 3 laps to go. Still way over 10-minute pace now. Oh, Virgin more toward 10:20, 10:30 pace. Meyer still in the lead, 6:28 at 5 laps completed. It's Liam Meyer. Oh, now we just had an athlete drop out there. One of our lead group. I don't know if that was Tenopir. That may have been Milana that dropped out. Was going right by his coach and dropped out there. So, and then now Tenopir just opens this wide open.
He took a look back too.
Around Cary Grove, they just call him JMO. It's a lot easier than saying Jameson Tenopir every time. So that's a pretty good nickname. And every time I'm in Cary Grove, they seem to be talking about JMO this, JMO that. As somebody yells it right down below us. Yeah, and he'll open this up now, just kind of stretching his legs. You can see his turnover. Very, very strong athlete, big guy. Always been fun to watch. Definitely, I think he struggled with some injuries over the last year, but when stress fracture cross country this year. I mean, but once Jameson Tenopir gets himself right, he's definitely one of the best athletes in the state. Now he's a good cross country runner, but now you see him in his more natural discipline on a track. He's just a bigger, powerful athlete. Be really exciting to see if he can, really finish off this senior season with a bang. He's got a seed into the top seeded distance night for the mile next week because he has run 4:13. I think we're going to learn a lot more about his season and his fitness next Saturday night at distance night in Palatine. That will be a very hot race. Guys looking to run under 4:10. Yes, he's downshifted this into 73, 74s. Takes the bell at 8:48. He'll break 10 minutes here if he wants to. He may be running something else, so that may not be what we see, but he's really just kind of rhythm running, kind of snuck a look behind himself there. He's got such a pretty powerful stride. Just been one of my favorite athletes to time and to get to know over the last couple of years. Good guy, smart kid. I'll pick him up on camera here and take him home. Won't be the biggest deal in the world to him if he breaks 10 minutes here. He kind of took a look back. We'll see if he shuts it down a little bit. He's into this headwind now. $10:02, $10:03, $10:04, and we'll hold it here now on the on this finish line view as the athletes stream in. $10:04.32 for Tennepier on the win. See who gets up now for second. It's Milana. So that Milana was different orange athlete that dropped out. Milana 10:31.19 from Naperville North there in second. Taskov of Jacobs third in 10:33.50. May have been Liam Meyer from Wheaton South that dropped out there. All right, we're going to have the athletes continue to finish in this combined 3,200. There's A level, B level, and C level. So there's a wide disparity in ability levels here from Tennepier to the some of these C athletes. And I'm going to sign off for a little bit because we are going to reverse the direction of these sprints. So you will see the athletes going from south to north. So reversed 110 meter high, 100 meter hurdles for girls, 110 meter high hurdles for boys. Reversed hundreds here tonight. Palatine Pack timing here on site with a second camera set up to facilitate these athletes, getting better times. Definitely gonna be wind aided times. You're gonna want to watch this wind gauge because Carson Vittorio has requested the wind gauge because it annoys him that everything in the entire universe is not measured with its wind. And so we will be measuring the wind. I would expect it to be pretty gusty. The American flag up here is really whipping. So, all right. This is Chris Quick signing off. I'm going to hand it over to Carson Vittorio to cover the sprint races. We'll be back in a little bit.
All right, you can see our athletes getting ready here. We're gonna have like a behind view for the first few meters here until they get, I think, to hurdle 3, and then we'll switch over into the view that you guys will be able to see everything here. So. And we're underway here, section 1. See who our winner was there. Oh, my bad. Apologies. There we go. Yassine, your winner there. 1688 plus 3.0 on the win. There we are with the B sections. The close race here by our athletes in the middle here. We'll see the time. 2.4 on that win. Scheffler, 1678 for the win. All right, here we are with the A section now. These are our top girls in this one. Wind's blowing hard on this one. Going to be very interesting to see the reading on this one for the win, as we're clean here. Oh, this is going to be great time here. See 4.6 on the wind. Ooh, Olivia Parker, 1493. Caitlin Hammond Stag second, 15:93. Akins third, 16:03.
The qualifying time for the high hurdle for the women, 15.4 seconds.
Good race here. Let's see. 3.4 on the wind. Nemchak, 16:94. Berg for second.
0.24 seconds. The state qualifying time for the 110 high hurdles for 3A men, 15.06 seconds.
Here we go. This is the B section now. We'll see what that one is here. 3.4 on the wind, 15.99 for Wadwa.
Do you need the 800 women at the start finish line? All 800-meter runners, women, please go to the start finish line. All 800-meter runners for women, please go to the start finish line. At this time, with all the 4x2 relays, please begin checking in so that we can get your hip numbers. 4x2 relays, please start checking in.
We got a good race here between Naperville North and that's Bennett Academy here in the A section. 4.4 on that wind. Mason Hill, your winner, 14.86 there from Naperville North. Nizolek of Bennett Academy second, 14.92.
Men's men's 800-meter runners, you can start making your way over to the start finish line. And the 4x2 relays, this is your second call to check in. 4x2 relays, second call to check in.
This is section C there of the 100. I had 4.5 on the win, 12.42 for Russ Baker. Gupta 12.76 there for second. Christoph Ayak in third, 13.09. We're underway here, section B now, the girls 100. Out in the middle there. Oh, good time. Let's see what the wind and the time is. 4.0 on the win. Siri Forcell, 12.25 there for the win. Ona Fecco in second. Iris Chan is third. Brianna Ramsey is fourth.
Here at the Gus Scott, the record for the 100-meter dash was set in 1985 by Romeoville High School with a mark of 12.34 seconds. The state qualifying time for 3A women in the 100-meter dash, 12.32 seconds.
And there we go. There's St. Charles East again. St. Charles East going to win Section A now. Four point oh on the win. Madeline Picard's 11.88. Olivia Parker 12.11. Creighton there third 12.30.
This is the final call from the 4x2. Final call from 4x2. First call from the 400-meter dash. First call, 400-meter dash. The about 10 midfield.
underway here. Section C of the boys now. That looks to be Naperville North, the home team here. Gonna get the win there. 11 point something. 3.2 on the wind here. 11:23 for Netchell. Curry second there. 11:44.
Now, all women high jumpers, post report right now.
Fernand is third. 11:60. Salvino. 11:65 for fourth.
The boys' record for the 100 meters dash was established in 2000 by Romeoville High School with a mark of 10.74 seconds. The state qualifying time for 3A men, 10.93 seconds.
The B section now. That's good out of. That looks like Naperville North again. It is 10:94 for Collins of Naperville North. 4.2 on the win. Durn second. Hodgen third.
All 800-meter runners, please report at this time of the start finish area. All 800-meter runners. Second call for the 400-meter dash. Second call for the 400-meter. Please check in at this time.
Yes, it's awesome to have a wind gauge at your meet, guys. It is very nice to have a wind gauge. As we wait now for the A section. Well, Collins' teammate on Tuesday ran 10:93 in a meet that I actually timed out at Naperville Central. They're in the box now. Again, Andrew Hebron, your top seed in this one out of the home Naperville North Huskies. And we're underway. This looks good. Oh, Andrew's coming back here. Andrew Hebron coming back on this. But it was not Andrew. That looked to be Applewhite out of Wienerville South there. It was 10:77 for Applewhite. Hebron 10:86. Nally 11:0. Oh. Capapia fourth 11:18. As we're about to move on now to the 800s that are going to be on the track. Sorry about that. That was the C. Addie Lindsay there. Their winner of the C 800 225 there on the girls. Or sorry, that was all of our 800s together. But we're working on that now. The boys are coming up here now.
You are the announcer, right? That's why I was like, this voice is familiar. The record
And we're on the boys 800 now.
here at Gus Scott was established in
We combined everybody into one race here, A, B, and C, as you guys can tell. That way we can get a little bit easier in terms of the wind. I mean, because of the storms, my bad.
for 3A boys in the 800 is 1 minute 57.4 seconds.
And we're going to be 400 meters in and around 58 seconds there on the boys.
Men's 4x2, please go to the start finish area at this time. All men's 4x2 teams, please go to the start finish area. This is the final call for the 400-meter dash. First call for the 300-meter hurdles. First call for the 300-meter hurdles. Please check in.
This Naperville Central looks like your leader. But here from Stag, I think that is. It's Pano from Stag, I believe. No, sorry, here comes Naperville North. Apologies. I think that's Meyer, the freshman. We'll have to see. We shall see. Or 59. Who's 59.5 at 4? Yep. 59.5 at 400 meters, and then comes back with about a 61, or 61.3 there in his second lap to get the win. We're going to move on now to the 4x2s here coming up.
Exchange zones. Are you ready? The women's record here at the 4x2 was established in 2017 by Romeoville High School, 48.08, pardon me, 1 minute, 42.95 seconds.
Good exchange there on the first
The
legs.
in 1 minute, 44.36 seconds.
And here we go. We got our next legs here. So I'm down here. And we'll get a good view of the exchange here, the final exchange. And we're underway here in this one.
Track meet, 1 minute, 29.11 seconds in 2013 by Lafonzi Valley. State qualifying time for the 3A boys in the 4x2, 1 minute, 29.59 seconds.
Here we go. There is Cary Grove. Here comes Jacobs, though. Jacobs. Oh, Jacobs going to hawk him down. What a race for Jacobs.
Final call, 300-meter hurdles. Final call, 300-meter hurdles. First call, 1,600-meter run. First call for the 1,600.
Now we're on the C400.
Yep.
We're underway here with the girls 400.
All boys 400, please report to the start finish at this time. Boys 400, report to the start finish. women's 400 record here. 51.14 seconds.
That's Stag and one, or no, not Stag. See who that is there? That's Bennett Academy. Yasin 62-33 for the win over Conley, 65-75 there in second.
All 300 hurdlers that have not checked in, this is your final call. You need to check in at this time. 300-meter hurdles check in. All mile runners, please continue checking in.
I'm underway here. This is C. Sorry, that's B girls 400. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties there. This is going to be Naperville North, your winner here. Elena Johnson, it looks like. Right around 60 seconds. 61-73 for the win. Hartman, second. And we're underway. You guys can see him coming down the backstretch. This is a really good 800 or 400 here. I think this is St. Charles East. There, your leader. I think that's Ketter. There's St. Charles East. He's really looking good here now. 50. Oh, look at the clock. St. Charles East here. They're on 57, 58 seconds. 58 seconds there. Ketter 58, 78. Rowe in second, 61, 38. Boys 400 now. And we're underway here.
All 300-meter hurdlers, please report to the start line.
This is Naperville North that looks out in the lead. Naperville North really accelerating here. I wonder who this kid is.
The meet record for the 400-meter.
He is moving right now down this back stretch. Back curve right now. And he's on the front stretch. Naperville North here. This is going to be something fast here. This is a C-section? What? Look at this. 49 or 48, 49, 50, 51 maybe. 50, 51 there. We're going to have to see. I think 51. 51-27 out of the C flight there. J.K. Collins, your winner there. And we're underway here in B. And that looks to be Warrenville South really making the stagger up right now. Naperville North now, though, is moving up here. And it looks like Naperville North now taking the lead on this one. It's going to be Naperville North and Warrenville South here. Here comes Cary Grove trying to storm back late here. Well, this is going to be Naperville North. They're going to win Section 1, or Section C and Section B here. Not as fast as Section, 5200. Not as fast as Section C, but real good time nonetheless.
Just a reminder for the competitors here tonight, please help us keep that infield clean. Throwing away your garbage and garbage cans around the field. We'd appreciate that. Thank you. After this section of the 400 Naperville North athletes, please be prepared to set the hurdles. We'll be immediately after this race.
And underway here, Section A now. Oh, sorry. We were still on results. There you guys go. This is Naperville North, your leader. This is going to be Naperville North, 46, 47, 48, 49 seconds, under 50 seconds there for Naperville North. Andrew Hebron back at it, 49-60. Murdow, second there from Cary Grove, 50.7.
This is now the final call for the mile run. Final call for the 1600 meter. Please make sure that you have checked in.
just announced here in the stadium that we had a meet record in that 400 meters A by Andrew Hebron. So definitely an athlete that I was researching today, Andrew Hebron. I mean, he's had a great season. Yeah.
Specifically with that. Good.
300-meter hurdles coming at you right down the backstretch here.
Okay. We put in enough curb cuts and everything else to make sure.
Hebron's record in that 400 meters was 49.60, by the way, so that breaks the old meet record for the A division.
It was cool. It was cool, but lost years of my life. It's getting a light Tyler. Yeah. Wow. It's tough out there. There's nothing out there. There's no light whatsoever. It was a cool event for 1 year. 1 year. Yeah. Yeah.
Coming to our final hurdle. This is the girls' C division. This Emerson Garrett of Wabansie Valley with the win there in 50.77. So we continue to work to get our front stretch camera up here. We'll get you the start and then the booth view for these 300 hurdles. .300-meter hurdles here. B flight for the women. I see them down in the curve.
Gus Scott meet record for the 300-meter hurdles for women.
As they come into view here. Solid time. It's going to be under 50 seconds here. We'll go to the live results, get the official here in just a moment as it comes up. Looks like Kyla Atkins of Wabansie Valley, 48.19. So the Wabansie Valley teammates have swept this so far, C division and B division. We'll wait on the A. They'll have Ava Scheffler going in lane 7 in the third and final heat of our girls 300-meter intermediate hurdles. Top seed here, Brylan Lemon from Jacobs, season best of 46.63. She'll have Gabrielle Brown, Bennett Academy senior, really strong athlete, was 10th in this event last year in the state final. 46.2 season best, but a 44.79 career best. So we'll see how those two things come together. We also have Olivia Parker, an athlete I've really enjoyed watching. She won our 100-meter high hurdles earlier. She goes to Cary Grove, 46.81 season best, 44.03 personal best. So look to lanes 3, 4, and 5 here as we move into this fastest section. There's our start. Looks like Jacobs by a little, but now we got Parker on the inside, making up the stagger. That's Parker for sure. Her Fox Valley rival to her outside in the yellow of Algonquin Jacobs. That's Brylan Lemon, and now we have Gabrielle Brown from Bennett. Good race now, Parker and Brown. Now we have Brown to the lead. Brown's going to have a dominant win here. This is going to be a solid time. We'll see. This will be right near personal best. Very, very strong finish there by Brown coming out of that curve into the wind. That was 44.49 for the win for Brown. That's her personal best, so good on her. Well-paced race. We had Parker kind of running strong to her inside, and then Brown responded in the curve and ran away to victory there. Personal best as well for Emma Jones of Wheaton South in 3. She was third in 47.86. Lemon second there in 46.94. Top 5 all under 49 seconds. So that's solid 300-meter hurdler running. Still kind of early-ish in the season, so we'll turn now to the men. Top seed here is Dathan Narayanan. Venturing a guess that that's Mahesh Narayanan's son. Mahesh, longtime head cross-country coach at North Central College. His 11th grader here, personal best of 45.13, run this season. So that'll be our top seed. We'll watch that as we get down on the blocks for the C section of the 300-meter hurdles.
Do you want the mile runners to congregate?
This meet is flying tonight. We're very much in haste to try to beat the storm. The radar to our west does not look good. Trying to get everybody out of here, having competed, but also safely tonight.
Stickers, please do at this time.
Not that many races to go.
Be prepared.
As they stand at their blocks here.
Hey, Dan, where do the mile runners go? Down to the red tent?
Clean start. That looks like Narayanan, our top seed coming in. Lane 4 there, running for Wheaton Warrenville South. That's still Narayanan out of the curve. So we come to our last 100 meters. Now a challenge from his outside. And now this looks like Post from Cary Grove also attacking. He may just come get this. Narayanan leads to the last hurdle. Very close. Looks like Narayanan got that from the booth. 46.1 second for Dathan Narayanan from Wheaton Warrenville South. Very close. Brady Post, 46.19. So separated just by 0.02 of a second there. Dylan Balderas, St. Charles East, the freshman, third in 48.16. Proceed here now with Heat B, the B section. Top seed here was Josiah De Jesus of Wheaton South, and he has a decided lead. You see him coming now into the final straightaway. Very good run. Very aggressive into this wind. Finishing strong. Just got our finish line camera back up, and we'll be able to see him finish here. Probnor Wadwa. 40.33. Heck of a time there in the B section. Probnor Wadwa. Personal best. Illinois number 31. Excellent. Good running by the Naperville North Junior. Cameron Sumling of Jacobs, 42.14 for the freshman. There's one to look out for in the future. That's a solid freshman time. And then Josiah De Jesus, third there in 44.23. All right, we move now to varsity 300-meter hurdles, the A division. Some interesting storylines here. So our top seed, Ty Tenepier, the freshman from Cary Grove. We saw his brother Jameson earlier winning the 2-mile. Like I said, all three of the Tenepier boys are in this meet tonight. Hoping they'll be in the 4x400 at the end here and get like a brother relay. I know they have another teammate that runs 51, so look for them to make some noise in that 4x4 this year. Outside to Tenepier's outside, Mason Hill of Naperville North. The junior's personal best is 41.40, has run 42.31 here early in the outdoor season. To the start. Nice start by Tenepier. Hill to his outside. Very close so far as they come through our backstretch cameras. And down into the curve. Looks like Hill with a slight advantage, but Tenepier is game. This is going to be a good race, folks. They're going to finish into this screaming win from the south, and now the junior asserts himself. Here comes Tenepier. Tenepier refuses to lose there. And now the battle's on. One hurdle. Going to be an exciting finish to the last hurdle. Looks like Naperville North to the outside. Mason Hill will get the time here in a moment. Hill, 40.27. Tenepier, 40.50. Good time. Naperville North with the win in the A and the B. Their B athlete, Probnor Wadwa, nearly ran faster than their A athlete. So congrats to them. The hosts having a good run of it in the 300-meter male hurdles. Up next, the mile. For the sake of speeding this meet, we are going to combine all three divisions of the women's and men's 1600s. So you'll see 24 athletes here. The top end in the women is very, very strong here. We'll see Lennox Sismonic again. The freshman took the 2-mile win in a pretty strong 10:49. Definitely not a great day to run the 2-mile. It was real hot when she ran. Very windy. Led that from the gun.
200-meter run.
And our start. We'll see if Sismonic tries to run away with this from the gun. She will be challenged in this race for sure. The caliber field here is much stronger than she faced in the mile. Nicole Mayer is in here. She's run 5:04 this season. Rihanna Tandone's in here with 5:06. Kira Jenkins run 5 flat, cross country all stater, as was Sysmonic. But you see right away, Sysmonic, same playbook, is going to stress this race right from the gun. An admirable strategy if you can keep to it. We'll see. Tendone is wanted to play, but now Sysmonic has opened a 5-meter gap here, and now sends Tendone kind of out into the wind on her own as well. So Nicole Mayer, Kira Jenke there, it looks like in 3rd and 4th. As with Sysmonic, all these athletes will be at Distance Night in Palatine next Saturday night for the Elite Distance showcase there. Many of them will be in the top heat of the mile, which currently I think the 18th seed is 5 flat. So it's going to be a banger of a race there next weekend as the distance runners gather around the state. And Sysmonic, as you can see now in the backstretch cam, has a 20-meter lead and growing. Tendone has been caught now. It looks like Mayer and Jenke will hold this here in the backstretch cam for a little bit. You can see Sysmonic's lead. Nice chase pack lining up behind. As the freshman continues to stretch the field. She was out in 71 seconds through the 400 meters, coming now to the half, so to the 800 meters. And we can see the sizable differential. Superstar freshman. Exciting athlete to watch. She is unafraid to take the lead. I love that in a young runner. Very much daring some of these older athletes that she's competing against to come get her. And now Sysmonic through the curve. She was 2:30.6 at the half mile, so she's right on 5-minute pace halfway through the race. Now we have a group of 4 chasing. Let's maybe Catherine Heap is in here now as well from Wabansi. We have 4 in that chase pack as we see them coming after Sysmonic. Looks like Tendone. Looks like there's maybe a Wheaton South athlete in there. That might be Kate Jeffers. Sysmonic will now come around and she'll take the bell. I'm guessing this is going to be high 340s, maybe 350 by the time she gets down in here by the line. See the split on the clock, 349, 350, 351. So it slowed considerably there. That was an 81-second lap. But again, this has been her playbook. She's been able to get out into a lead, daring people to catch her. It's Nicole Mayer of St. Charles East in 2nd. She continues to chase the freshman. Mayer is a very fast athlete, a very fast finisher. There's going to be far too much ground to make up here, it looks. You can see Sysmonic coming down the back stretch with a sizable lead. 40 to 50 meters here at 200 meters to go. Hold this here for a second so we can see this developing race out of the chase group before we catch Sysmonic on her way in. So some solid racing going on here. I'll see. Guessing we're going to see right around a 5:10, maybe a little sharper than that. It's a real tough finishing win for these milers today. My guesses are usually pretty close. Let's see. 5:09, 5:10. I apologize. 5:11. Spirited race here for 2nd. That might be Jenke trying to catch Mayer there, but Mayer finishes in second. Looked like that could have been Jeffers in fifth there. Mayer finished his second, 5:18.86 behind Lennox's Monic, who's 5:10.97, wins the A section. So you can see our BNC athletes out here competing alongside the A athletes. So we're gonna quite a wide range of finishers. And we'll pause to let this race run to its conclusion. So we will set the field here. The favorite here is Jamison Tenapier for sure. He's run 4:22.95 this year, but he's run 4:13 in his career. Certainly, like, will be the favorite in what is possibly a sit and kick style of race. Jack Krasinski from Palos Hills Stag has had a really nice year, cross country and track. He's personal best is 4:23. Robert Johnson from Bennett Academy is in here. 4:23.94 is his personal best. And then Logan Knoll and Jackson Trudy. Knoll from Wheaton South, Jackson Trudy from Naperville North. Run right around 4:29 in their careers. One of my good friends, Mike Glosson, his son Gavin Glosson in this race. The sophomore from Jacobs has run 4:33, and that's him tucking right in there at the 200-meter mark with these guys. Good opportunity for some of these BNC runners to mix it up with the other heats today. Kind of thickens up the distance racing, gives people a little bit more to compete with. You can see them fighting the wind. Very, very windy in this home straightaway. The wind has not relented here at all. It was running at 4 to 4.5 meters per second in the hundreds, which we reversed. So that gives you a gauge. It's over a 20 to 25 mile an hour tailwind for the reverse sprints, but for the races around the track, having to contend with that 4 times in this mile, not any fun.
Please go to the start finish area at this time. Women's 200.
Come through our backstretch camera. Krasinski had the lead there. They're out in 65, so it's 4:20 pace. It's still can't be too quick. It's definitely bunched up a little here at the front. You just got Tenapier stalking this thing, catching a nice trip. It looks like maybe Logan Knoll getting into this. You take a group of 5 coming through here at the half. Let's see their split. Still quick, 2:12. This could be a 4:20 low clocking, especially if somebody like Tenapier decides to get on this thing. Jameson, definitely the kind of athlete that could finish this in a sub 60-second kick if he needed to. And let's see if they can try to get away from him. That might be Bennett Academy. Krasinski had the lead at 2:12. Got Michael Wilson from St. Charles East is in here. And then Robert Johnson, our senior from Bennett Academy. That may be him in the lead here. You can see them coming through 600 meters to go. Tenopir has dropped here. He's got that 2 mile in his legs from earlier. I'm not sure. We'll see, though. They're going to have to do some good work to get away from that kick of his. If he's on his best, he can kick with the best in the state. So, shall see. They've got a sizable gap now. This looks like Krasinski and maybe Wilson. And now Tenopir, here he comes. Watch coming through the start-finish line. Now Tenopir is starting to move. He's into third. And they take the bell at, let's see, that was a little bit of a slower lap. Waiting for the split to come up. As they come at the top of the backstretch, that's Tenopir stalking it. That may be Wilson there in second. Now passing Johnson. No, it's Chris Johnson and Krasinski for sure. And now Tenopir. You were warned. You were warned. It's the mile, everybody. We got a good kick here, though. This may be Krasinski. Tenopir has not given up on this thing, but Krasinski also moving now. Great kick, it looks like, by the Stag Senior, who's been having a really nice year. And he is going to take this thing. Tenopir now pulling into second over the admirable run by Johnson, who pushed it in the middle. That is a heck of a run for tonight, though. It was right around 4:20 at the finish there. Tenopir and Johnson, sorry, 4:25, 4:26. Krasinski in 4:21.17, new personal best on a tough night for the milers. Loving that. Thinking we'll see him at distance night next week as well. I know Tenopir's entered. Wilson fourth there in 4:28.09 for the seniors. So all seniors up top in that A division. Glosson 4:37.90, solid run for the sophomore tonight. And now we will pause as we switch directions for the 200 meters. The idea that we're even going to get the 200 meters in is, I'm still crossing my fingers. It does not look good to the west. So we'll pause here as the timer moves over to the secondary camera for the reversed 200 meters and leave some happy sprinters here tonight. Definitely feels like the storm blown in now. Good start in the women's 200 here. Gonna have some happy sprinters today as they reverse these. That's lane 4 there.
25.38 seconds.
See them approaching this reversed line. I'm going to get the time here in just a moment.
Men's 200 runners should be at the starting line. Starting area, please.
With Fiona Post of St. Charles East, 25.87, reporting a helping wind of 4.8 meters per second on that thing. It's a sprinter's paradise out there today, folks. Moving now to the B section.
There's 25 boxes up here.
We move now to the varsity girls B. Our top seed here looks to be Siri Forcell. She's got a personal best of 26.04. She goes in lane 4. She'll have Aaron Rebsher from Cary Grove. The freshman has run 27.2 as her personal best to her outside in lane 5. And Senna Kalra from Wabansie Valley will go in 6. Personal best 27.19. Let's look to the middle of that track. 4, 5, and 6 for your winners. Clean start. It looks like Forcell, St. Charles East in 4. Let's see. She's blowing up the stagger. I think that's them in the white today. Yeah, that is Forcell. Big lead. Now we have Cary Grove to her outside. Trying to catch. Looks like Cary Grove will be second there out of lane 5. But that was Forcell with the win. 25.42. That was Rebsher in second, 25.89. So not quite as big of a tailwind there, but these are all going to be wind aided tonight. The allowable wind is 2.0 meters per second, and that was 3.4 on that one tonight. So definitely a screamer wind. Now we turn to our A section. Some real strong athletes here. Aaliyah Gushan of Jacobs is in lane 5, the 26.16. She'll be chasing Madeline Picard. St. Charles East been having a great season. Component of their sprint relays. 25.34 personal best. Has run 25.46 this season. And then Fiyi Onafeko of Cary Grove. I've been watching her. I've been timing some of their Monday meets at Cary Grove. 26.78. She's been a really strong relay runner for them. Runs the backstretch of their 4x1. Definitely an athlete that I've seen improve quite a bit. So we'll look to 4, 5, and 6, and we'll see how it goes other than that. Clean start. Try to catch them coming through. It definitely looks like Picar's in the lead. Decidedly so. Now being caught a little to her inside. Now she extends the lead. Nice run by Madeline Picars there of St. Charles East to take the win. 24.96. She'll be very happy with that. Yeah, there's a bunch of teammates just went crazy sprinting across the field. That's the kind of vibes you deliver when it's a plus 4.3 meter per second tailwind for the 200. many kudos to the athletic director John Perone and Dan Iverson and Chris Arthurs for working with us to arrange for this second setup here today. The second setup definitely allows these sprinters to run with wind aid when they got this big south wind here. All right, we move now to the boys 200. Unbelievable, but this meet, we should finish this meet. There's 3 heats of the 200 and 2 heats of the 4x4, and that will be all she wrote. We will be done before 7:45. So kudos to everybody involved here tonight. The administration on hand, the meet workers, the coaches, the athletes, everybody flexed tonight to get this meet accelerated. It looks like we should get finished. Whether we're taking down timing and streaming equipment in a torrential downpour is yet to be determined.
And/or Chris, I think that Neil Cars set a record. She had 24.96, I think. Can you confirm?
All right, we have the C section. EJ Hodge in 5 of St. Charles East is the leader going in. You got Jude Knechtel of Naperville North. And those two are side by side down the backstretch. Again, taking this advantageous wind. Oh, that looked like real nice time for those two guys. Very much going to be some, oh my Lord. That was a 22:69 for Jude Knechtel. I would imagine that that's a personal best. EJ Hodge, the freshman, just ran a 23:01. Happy sprinters. All around happy sprinters. I like the joy.
The meet record for the 200 for men was set in 20:03 by.
So we move to the B heat. Got Aiden Applewhite, Wheaton Warrenville South, going here in lane 5. 22:91 personal best. You got Jake Collins to his inside from Naperville North. Run 22:87 in his career. And then we got Leo Bolsoni, St. Charles East in 3. So we're going to look to 3, 4, and 5. All 3 of those athletes have broken 23 seconds in this race. St. Charles East.
We do have a new meet record in the 200 meter for women. Neil Cars with a time of 24.96 seconds from St. Charles East.
All right, now to this varsity boys, the B section. Applewhite here ran a very strong 100 meters on Tuesday. Also, I believe a pretty wind-dated time of 10:65 or 10:68, somewhere in the 10:06 range. So we'll look to Aiden here in 5. He's gonna maybe catch 2 delightful gusts in the same week. Revise his personal records here. And that is Applewhite, I believe. Moving fast. The Wheaton Warrenville South. Now caught to his inside. That may be lane 2. We're going to go to it. That is lane 3. I think may have got that. That was Bolsoni, it looked like. 22:34 for Leo Bolsoni. 22:37 Aiden Applewhite. So very close, but it was the backstretch move there that secured Bolsoni the win. Collins 22:81 for third there. Quentin Gillis of Jacobs 22:82. So 1 through 4 all sub 22:9. And for our final section, look to Applewhite's teammate now, Trenton Simpson. The sophomores run 22:55 this season so far. He comes in as your leader. Andrew Hebron, we're going to watch him. He, I believe, broke the meet record in the A division of the 400 earlier. Definitely a really strong athlete. Had a great junior year. I'm not sure if he competed at state, if he was hurt. Didn't look like to have much of an outdoor season last year, but is really having a great season this year. They've been running well in the 4x4 as well, and he's a piece of all these sprint relays. So Hebron goes in 4. He's going to have Simpson to his outside, and then look to Peter Van Loo in 3. Naperville North. No, sorry, St. Charles East has run 22:64. I would venture we're going to see a low 22-second clocking here today with this really, really incessant tailwind. With these reversed camera tonight. And the gun is a good start. We'll see them coming through the curve here. Catch them down this back stretch. Looks like 4-5, and now Nalia Jacobs has taken the lead here. Be a shocker from the inside, the outside lane. As he clawed at the end, it's close. Very close between Nally and Simpson, it looked like, or maybe Nally and Hebron. We'll see as we get the times to come here. Nally 22:38 with the win. Simpson there was second, 22:43, so 500ths. And 22:91 for Lucas Catapia. Hebron fifth there in 23:77. All right, we have one more transition wait for the timer to come back over from the 200-meter spot to the common start-finish line for the 4x4. There are 2 races to go. I'm sure we may have some field events going on out there, but like it has been a swift track meet tonight. Kudos to everybody at Naperville North for doing what's in the best interest of these athletes to move this meet quickly. We want to keep them safe, keep them competing, and get everybody out of here in good order. Very efficient. Always a privilege to work here at Naperville North. Beautiful new facility, by the way, if you haven't been here lately. Blue track, these orange exchange zones, new scoreboard. Everything has been top notch. It's such an incredible tradition for track and field here, men and women. Been state champions in the women before, state trophy winners numerous times. Coach Dan Iverson done an incredible job here as the women's coach. I think he has one more year after this, but one of the great distance coaches in Illinois history. That's you'd probably shy away from that talk, but I won't. So always an honor to work with Dan, and then Chris Arthurs has been such a great partner to work with over the years, going back to when he was at Wheaton South, and now is the head coach here at Naperville North. So many thanks from Palatine Pack Timing and Pack Media for you guys having us out tonight. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Little Friday night track. You can be done by 7:45 and then on your way. All right. Always hard to know who's loading like a relay. So we'll just say that Bennett Academy has a 406 seed here in lane 4. Naperville North has a 408 seed. Cary Grove a 411 seed. We'll see. St. Charles East has run very fast, like 4 minutes low during the indoor season, but that it will not happen tonight. I know Picars is on that. Nicole Mayer was just in the mile, so they're not going to have their best relay in here tonight. But just somebody to keep your eye on in the future, that St. Charles East relay and the St. Charles North 4x4, 4x8. Those are crosstown rivals right now, making some noise statewide. As we await our start. All right, we're down on the blocks now. Unbelievable. Last event for the women goes off at 7:31. See them come out of the stagger here. It looks like lane 6. Really, really nice roll here. We shall see. It's like maybe lane 4. That may be Bennett to the inside. No, it's not Bennett. That's lane 5 there, making up a nice stagger. I'll get your teams as they come around here. Let's see. That looks like lane 6. That's Wheaton South. Now to their inside. Now Bennett making some headway. Bennett comes into it with Cary Grove to their inside as we come to our first exchange. Looks like Bennett, our pre-race favorites in 4, Cary pretty close there in lane 3. So we clear our exchange and head down this backstretch to the brake line. 3-turn stagger here in the 4x4. So we'll be able to really suss it out. That is Bennett in the lead. Looks like Wheaton South in the white. Able to tell a little bit more clearly over here. That's the Tigers in the white. And then Jacobs in 3rd. Cary Grove in 4th. So they run by the flagpoles here on the north end of the stadium. So Bennett, your pre-race favorites, are in the lead. Now here comes Wheaton South. A charge. A charge. Can she close her out? She may close. Oh, what a finish by Wheaton South. So they head to the second exchange. Wheaton South and then Bennett. The Tigers do Coach Harvey proud tonight in this 4x4. I used to see him run many a 4x4 for the Moline Maroons. And now they maintain the lead. Coach Harvey not here tonight. He's at Penn State watching his son play volleyball for the Penn State Nittany Lions. And now Bennett back into this. Not over yet. We're gonna have a race in the front stretch now. Lots of momentum into this headwind. And now Wheaton South responds, and now Bennett to the lead. And driving to our final exchange. Bennett, Wheaton South, Cary Grove, Naperville North, your top 4. You see all the teammates line in the backstretch. Lots of energy out there, always fun in the 4x4. As Bennett has opened up a 10-plus meter lead here. And now you have 15 to 20 meter lead. And now it looks like Naperville North perhaps coming into second. Real strong anchor leg. Now she comes out. Now she's coming for it all. We shall see if she can get there through this headwind. She ran pretty hard to get into second. And now we see Bennett turning it over. Bennett Academy will run away with this one in a really nice time. It's going to be 4 minutes low. We see her cross. It's going to be about 4:05. 4:05. What a way to finish. Good group here at 4:08, 4:09. We'll get the official on that one in a second. 4:05.21. It's a 59.32 on the anchor there for Bennett. 59.68 anchor for Naperville North. Finishes second, 4:08.87.
The 4x4 record for women here at the Gus Scott track meet was 4 minutes and 90.93 seconds in 2015.
All right. And now we come to our final event of the day as we wrap up the women's 4x400.
The meet record for the men 4x4 was set in 2006 by Jacobs High School. That time was 3 minutes, 22.94 seconds. State qualifying.
So we line up here for the 4x4 for men. Top seed, Naperville North, lane 4, 3:27:52 seed time. We shall see. Maybe a couple of those 300-meter hurdlers. They've got Jackson Trudy, the senior distance runner, listed here as the anchor tonight. Wadwa, who we saw earlier win the B flight of the 300s, is listed here as the leadoff leg. So we do have Ty Tenapier from Cary Grove running second for them. Watch for Tenapier and Murdaugh, a couple tough quarter milers in the middle of this Cary relay. So nobody else is broken 3:30 yet. We'll see if anybody's putting one together tonight, though. This is always the time of year where some of these teams will start trying to take a shot at this 4x4. Always exciting to see who really wants to come get one. When I was coaching the 4x4 at Palatine High School, this is right around the time of year I'd want to get a seed time. You know, just find a meet where you could run fast, make sure that you had a seed time for your sectional and your conference meet, made sure you were in the fast heat of those things. Definitely the type of night where you might want to hunt a 323, 324 this week, next week, the week after. All part of the longer game of a track and field season, as these sprint coaches will be looking to chop those times down, make sure that they're running for all the cash and prizes, especially want to be in the fast seat of a sectional 4x4. All right, we wait our last gun. Done by 7:45. Everybody here's landing the plane right on time. It's going to be a mad scramble to see who can get out of here before they get wet. All right, we're off in our final race of the day. We are going to finish this meet. Incredible. Definitely looks like Naperville North making up the stagger there. That's them in lane 4. Cary Grove is giving chase. I think they're going to have a good team in here. Again, the freshman Tenapier, who we saw before, will be here on second, perhaps. Keep an eye on him. It's also lane 7. That may be St. Charles or Wheaton. And now a big charge from the inside in lane 3. That's Cary Grove, as promised. Through in 51. That's a cooking time, folks. They very well may have their some of their best parts in here tonight. Always hard to tell. People list pieces, but they don't always run them. And Cary Grove will decidedly take this stagger. Nice cut down. Couple orange teams chasing. I'm guessing one of these may be Wheaton South. We have for sure Naperville North in third. Always hard to tell when there's 3-4 orange teams with different colored jerseys. It could be Stag, could be Wheaton South, could be St. Charles. So we'll see. And now we have Naperville North trying to come on the outside, but really that is still Cary Grove. Cary Grove to the second exchange. In the lead, get a better look at that. Looks like Wheaton South. As we see the teammates lined up down the backstretch. Kind of a cool camera view here as they come through the top of the straight. That is still Cary Grove, but now we have the races joined. There's 3 teams banging it out. Hopefully all 3 can run way under this 3:30 mark tonight. Still Cary Grove trying to hold his, he better hold his inside and not let Naperville North through. He does. He closes him down. maintains his inside, and Cary Grove still with the lead. We'll see the charge in the straightaway now. This looks like Wheaton South. Cary Grove lifting. What a great last 150 meters here. Great lift there. They take it 2:35, so with any kind of anchor leg, this is going to be a very nice time for this time of season. They came in with a 3:34 seed, but will certainly smash that. And we talked earlier in the broadcast that they certainly have some pieces here. The Tenapier brothers, Murdaugh, some of the others that you've seen here in the relay. Nice depth for Coach Mark Anderson, Coach Shally Gleason, my old friend from Palatine. Doing good work. And we'll keep our eye on the clock. 3:10, 3:11, 3:12. And Cary is into this final straightaway with a commanding lead. Into that headwind. And now we have Naperville North into second. We'll switch to our finish clock. Maybe 3:27 here. 3:28. Get you the official time. 3:27.43. That was a 52 flat. So the real consistent running from the Cary Grove kids. 144.3 at halfway. So that's about 52s per guy. Basically 51 52s. Naperville North second there in 3:30.54. Wheaton South third there, 3:31.52. It has been great calling these races tonight. Carson Vittorio on a lot of the broadcast as I was setting up cameras for this reverse camera direction. I want to thank everybody involved with the meet tonight. Thank Mike Miliaccio, co-owner of Palatine Pack Timing with me. He was on the main finish line tonight and on the secondary camera. Carson Vittorio of Palatine Pack Timing and Illinois Running News has been here all night tonight running the stream. Many thanks to Chris Arthurs, John Pereiro, Dan Iverson, the administration, everybody at Naperville North for running a great meet. We are going to now tear this thing down with haste. You guys can catch us next Saturday night, distance night in Palatine, one of the great nights of the year. I've been working so hard to get this party ready for everybody. It's a meet I started in 2016, so this is accepting the one COVID year. This is the 10th edition. The entries are showing that it's going to be the fastest edition ever. We'll be there with a live pre-show, the free webcast with commentary the entire time, multiple cameras. I've been working on the playlist for the last year. Still unfinished, but the party music will be going on. Lots of punk rock, lots of house music, not your normal stadium music. We are fired up to bring that to you guys next Saturday night, distance night, Palatine. This is Chris Quick from Palatine Pack Timing and Pack Media signing off. Have a great night, guys.